Hello students, we have started with the grammar lessons now. As we have started with the nouns, that is we have completed with nouns number, nouns gender, and now we are going to turn to the next lesson, lesson number 7, that is nouns possession. Before starting the lesson, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of possession. See, possession is, suppose now I am having a pen with me and it belongs to me. So whatever the things are of your own, those things are that thing is called as possession. Whatever is of your own or the state of having with you, that is called as possession. So here also we are going to learn the rules, the cases of nouns possession. In detail we are going to study in this lesson nouns possession. So once again I want to tell you what is possession. Possession means something that is owned, whatever it is of yours, of your own, or the state of having of your own, that is called as possession. Now we will move to the lesson, this chapter. See, if you see on the screen, here we can see some of the sentences are there. If you read the sentences, read the following sentences. The bag belonging to Shobha is on the table. Now here in the picture you can see a bag. So this bag, it belongs to one girl, Shobha. Her name is Shobha, and this bag, it belongs to her. If you see the second sentence, I went to the house of Abhi. Now here you can see a house, and this house, it belongs to Abhi, means Abhi stays here, and this bag, it belongs to Shobha, or this is Shobha's bag. If you read now, if you read these sentences, now here they have told in some the other way, and here they have told in the other way. So we'll be seeing what are the different cases, in what way we can write these sentences. See, first they have told the bag belonging to Shobha, means it is like we can say vice versa. Oppositely they have told the bag. They have told about the bag that it belongs to Shobha is on the table. And if you see here, I went to the house of Abhi. This house is of Abhi and I went to his house. If you read these two sentences in other way, that is Shobha's bag is on the table. They have not used the word belonging. They have directly told her that Shobha's bag is on the table. And second, what they have told? I went to Abhi's house, means vice versa. Now house here it was, now here if you can see, here it is. Bag it was first, and now here it is at the last. Means the words are interchanged. Interchange means they have changed their, only they have changed the places, but the meaning of both the sentences, these two sentences and these two sentences, they are same. Only they have changed their places and the what you can say, the method of saying or method of writing the sentences. See, in the second set of sentences we have used an apostrophe. Here you can see there is no apostrophe at all. It is a clear sentence and it is ended with the full stop, both the sentences. But if you see in the next two sentences, they have used an apostrophe over here, Shobha's, and here they have used Abhi's, means here apostrophe S they have used. What this apostrophe wants to tell you, what it indicates? In the second set of sentences we have used an apostrophe. This apostrophe, it indicates that it is possession, means whatever the things are there, whatever the other things or material are there, that belongs to who. And this apostrophe, it helps to show the indication, or it tries to show the possession of the owner of these sentences. Let us discuss the use of apostrophe. Now I told you in the first sentence the sentences are very clear, very simple, and they have told the bag belonging to Shobha is on the table, means in the very detailed manner they have told. I went to the house of Abhi. But same sentences if you see in the next set, Shobha's bag is on the table and I went to Abhi's house, means they have used an apostrophe s. This apostrophe, it indicates the possession or the belonging or the ownership of the owner. So where we are going to use this apostrophe, now we are going to learn in this lesson. If you see here next singular nouns, and they have told add apostrophe s to show possession. Singular nouns, if you see now Rahul, they have given the name Rahul. It is a singular noun, means a single person is there. They have used the possession, or we can say the apostrophe s here after Rahul, and they have used apostrophe s. But if you see in the second word, in the second noun, Mrs. Verma, here also it is a singular noun and they have used apostrophe s over here. But if you see the third one, the house of Rahul, this it is given in a detail, okay. But in short what they have written, Rahul's house. Then fourth one, if you see the fourth noun, the bag of Mrs. Verma, and they have told Mrs. Verma's bag. So these are the singular nouns and we have used apostrophe s over here to show the possession or to show the to indicate the possession. All these are the singular nouns like Rahul, Mrs. Verma, the house of Rahul, the bag of Mrs. Verma. Rahul's, Mrs. Verma's, Rahul's house and Mrs. Verma's bag. But if you see, whenever it is a singular noun, that time we are going to use an apostrophe s. If it is a singular noun, any other words if you take, if you are talking about a single person or a single animal, that time we have to use apostrophe s. This is the first case when we are going to use apostrophe, when the noun is singular, when we are talking about a singular noun. Then this was the first case. If you see the second one, singular and plural nouns ending in s. If you see any of the nouns, if they are ending with s, whether it is singular or whether it is plural noun, but if they are ending with s, we are going to use only apostrophe. We are not going to use apostrophe s as we have used in the first rule or for the first case. Here you are going to use only apostrophe if the word is, if the nouns are ending, whether it is singular or whether it is plural, if they are ending with s, we are going to use only apostrophe. So if you see here, the students, now if you see the first one, the students is a plural noun. They have, if you see the spelling, it is ending with s. If the words or the nouns are ending with s, we are going to use only apostrophe. It is told over here. So the students, so after s you are going to put a apostrophe. Then Mr. Das is a singular. Here we have seen about plural, but here it is singular. Then Mr. Das, if you see the spelling D-A-S, Das, the last alphabet is ending with S. So we have to put an apostrophe after S. If you see the third one, the books of the students. Now this is in the detail. The books of the students. Now here if you see, we are talking about the students, means to whom do the books belong. So the books belong to the students. So students, here also we have seen the first one, that is plural now. Here also it is s, but you are going to you are going to change the place, that is the books of the students, but here you are going to write this to the students books, and after s you are going to put an apostrophe over here because the word is ending with s. Now next, if you see the bag of Mr. Das, the bag of Mr. Das, here also you are going to change only the place, the words will be same, Mr. Das apostrophe and then bag. So what was the first rule? That if the word is ending, if it is a singular noun, you are going to put an apostrophe s. But if you, in the second case, if you see, if it is a singular or plural noun and if they are ending with s, you are going to put only apostrophe. If you see the third case, now if you see the third case here, for plural nouns not ending in s, First one, what it was singular noun, and we were supposed to use apostrophe s. Second, what it was, if it is a singular or a plural noun, you are going to put only apostrophe after the if it is ending with s. And third, if you see, these are the plural nouns, but they are not ending with s. Any of the words, if you see, they all are not ending with s, and that time we are going to put again apostrophe s. Means like the first one only. If it is here also we have seen there they have used the singular noun, and there we have to put an apostrophe s. But here if it is a singular or plural noun, and if it is ending with s, you are going to put only apostrophe. But here if you see, if it is plural nouns and it is not, if it is not ending with s, you are going to put apostrophe s. Now if you see the first word, that is mice. Mice, if you see, here it is not ending with s, then you are going to put apostrophe s, mice. The men, here also the men's. Then the tails of the mice, the tail, and the hats of the men, the men's hats. So these are the three rules, you can say. These are the three rules where we are going to use an apostrophe s. Now what was the first rule again? If it is a singular noun, you are going to put an apostrophe s. If it is a singular or plural nouns, and if it is ending with s, whether it is singular or whether it is plural, you can see here, you are going to put only apostrophe after the alphabet s. And the third case was what? If it is a plural noun and if it is not ending with s, you are going to put apostrophe s. I hope children you have understood with this. Now the next thing, if you see, here on the next page, you see here, what is told, remember, for non-living objects we usually do not use apostrophe to show possession. When we are talking about any non-living thing, we are not going to use an apostrophe s. Only for the living things we are going to use apostrophe s, that is for the person and for the animals. But if we are talking about any non-living objects or about any non-living things, we are not going to use an apostrophe over there. Now we will move to the exercises. If you see the exercise over here, see exercise A. Use apostrophe in the following groups of words. They have given the groups of words over here, and you are going to use apostrophe in the following groups of words. Now see it very carefully. If you see very carefully what it is there, see. First example, if you see, the sister of Amit. The sister of Amit. Now if you see here, the noun is singular or plural? Yes, it is singular. So how you are going to write now? This group of words, it is given in detail. So you are going to use an apostrophe over here to the owner. Now the sister of Amit. So how you are going to write? Amit's sister. You are going to write it in this way. Now you are talking about sister of Amit. So you are going to write it in this way. Amit's sister, because see what is the thing, it is told that if it is a singular noun, Amit is a singular noun, so Amit, then apostrophe is as referred to first case, and Amit's sister, so the sister will come this side and Amit this side, means the places are only changed, the words will be as it is, only you are going to put an apostrophe, because here if you see the case, if you see here it is a singular noun, means we are talking only about Amit, so you are going to put an apostrophe s, because we are talking about a singular noun. Second, if you take the birthday of Mala, the birthday of Mala, now we are talking about only Mala, means it is a singular noun, so how you are going to write here? Mala's birthday. Third one, the sari of my mother. Here also we are talking about only singular noun, so how you are going to write? My mother's sari. Next, the hair of the baby. Fourth one, the hair of the baby. We are talking about only baby. The baby's hair. In this way, you are going to write all these 8 sentences. Here, everywhere if you see, there are singular noun. If you see in this case now, the house of Mrs. Biswas. Now, if you see in all these sentences, if you see this group of these 4 group, if you see 4 sentences, here we can see it is singular noun, that is Amit. So we have inserted apostrophe S. Here also my mother. There also malas and babies. These all are singular noun. But if you see, this is the second case, the house of Mrs. Biswas. If you see, this noun is singular, but it is ending with S. So you are going to put only apostrophe. So how will write Mrs. Biswas house, because already S is here and it is singular in the like the second case. If you refer to the second case, here the bag of the doctor, then how you are going to write the doctor's bag. Next, the trunks of the elephant. So here also if you see, the word is ending with S. So how you are going to write the elephants? You are not going to put an apostrophe directly. You are not going to put an apostrophe S, only apostrophe. The elephant's trunks. And the last, the tails of the cats. Here also if you see, it is ending with S. So the cat's tails. In this way, you are going to write the sentences. In this way, you all are going to write the sentences. I hope children, you have understood this one. See, again I am telling you, first one, if you see the this exercise, you are going to put only apostrophe in the following group of words, but you have to see that whether it is a singular noun or whether it is a plural noun and whether it is ending with S. All these things you have to keep it in mind, and you have to use the 3 cases and the different ways. Then first one, if you see, once again, first I told you Amit. Amit is a singular noun. So we have used Amit's sister. If you see the second one, the birthday of Mala. Mala is also singular noun. So Mala's birthday. Third, if you see, mother. My mother's sari, my mother. Now mother is also singular noun. So here my mother's apostrophe S, sari. Here if you see, we are talking only about the baby. So this is the baby's hair. But if you see here, fifth sentence, the word is ending with S, Biswas. The word is ending with S. That's why we are not going to use apostrophe S. Only apostrophe you are going to use because it is ending with S. So Mrs. Biswas house. After S, you are going to put only apostrophe. No need to put apostrophe S. Here, the bag of the doctor. We are talking about only a singular noun, that is doctor. The doctor's bag, here apostrophe S. Then seventh one, if you see, the word is ending with S, elephants. So the elephants, after S, you are going to put only apostrophe, not apostrophe S, as per second rule. The elephants' trunks. Then last sentence, if you see, here also the noun is ending with S. That's why we are going to use only apostrophe after S. The cat's tails. So these were the answers for the exercise A. Children, as I am writing on the board or I am explaining, that time only you can copy down the answers if possible, or else you will be getting the answers afterwards. Now we will move to the next exercise, that is B1. See, this is B1. Read the following groups of words in plural forms. What they have told now here, read the following groups of words in plural forms. These all are in, if you see the second exercise, you are going to write it into plural form now. they all are in the singular form, but here you are going to write it into now plural form. See, first sentence if you take, the sheep's wool. Rewrite the following sentences, groups of words in plural form. The sheep's wool. Now the sheep already you know, for singular and plural we write as HEEP only. So we don't change, we don't write, we don't add S to the word sheep, because in the singular and plural we use both the, for both the sides we use sheep only. So you are going to write it into plural forms. The sheep's wool. Now how you are going to write there? Yes, because I told you you are not going to change it, because in singular also we use this word sheep only, and for the plural also we use the word sheep only. So this group of word will be as it is. Here they have told to write it into plural form. So here we are not going to change, because in singular also we use the word sheep, and for the plural form also it is sheep only. So this group of word will be as it is, because in the plural also we write sheep's only. The sheep's wool. Second, if you take the bull's horn, here you are going to write now the bull's horn. Now the bull is a singular noun, you are going to change it into plural now. How you are going to change? See, if you want to change it now, the bulls, and if you see, if you write the spelling of bulls, that will be BULLS. Now as the word is ending with S, you are going to put an apostrophe after S. The bull's horn. So this is the plural form. Bull is the singular form and bulls is the plural form. But if you write the spelling of bulls in the plural form, it ends with S. So the apostrophe will be after S. Now if you take the third one, the baby's laughter. The baby's laughter. Now what is the plural of the babies? B-A, the spelling if you see like this, it is the B-A-B-I-E-S. Here also the word is ending, the noun is ending with S. So you are going to write an apostrophe S here. Apostrophe after S. The baby's laughter. Fourth one if you take, the woman's bag. So the plural form of woman is in this way you write, W-O-M-E-N. Then the woman's bag. Here also you are going to write like this, the woman's bag. So after N. Okay. Then next is the lady. Now what is the plural of lady? Ladies. Ladies. Now this word is ending with S. So you are going to put an apostrophe S, apostrophe after S. The ladies' dresses you can write. The ladies' dresses. The dress also you can write it into plural form. Okay. Then if you see the bull's horns, here it will be the bull's horns and bags. All you are going to write it into plural form. The ladies' dresses. And the last one is the plural of man is men. So men's suitcases. Men's suitcases. Means each and every word, if you wherever you want to change it into plural form, you have to change it. If you see the first one I told, the sheep's wool. The sheep is written in the singular and plural form as it is. So we are not, it is not necessary to change over there. But if you take the second one, the bull's horn. The bull is a singular noun, but if you write it into plural, it is bulls. And the spelling of bulls is B-U-L-L-S. So as it is ending with S, you are going to put an apostrophe after S. And even the horn. Horn is a singular noun. So there also we have to change it. So the bull's horns. Then if you see the third one, the baby's laughter. Now the plural form of baby is babies. B-A-B-I-E-S. Then the spelling of babies is babies, B-A-B-I-E-S, and it is as it is ending with S, you are going to put an apostrophe after S. The baby's laughter. Fourth one, if you see, the woman's bag. The plural form of woman is women. the women's bag. WOMEN''s because the word is ending with N. So the women's bags. They are also going to change it into plural form. Now if you see fifth one, the lady's dress. The lady spelling what? LADIES. So as it is ending with S, you are going to put an apostrophe after S. And what is the plural form of dress? That is dresses. Sixth one, the man's suitcase. The plural form of man is what? Men. MEN''s and suitcases. I hope children you have understood the second exercise also. First exercise we have done only you are going to use apostrophe, whether it is singular or whether it is plural, you are going to see it, and if it is ending with S, there you are going to put an apostrophe S or only apostrophe. But in the second, if you have seen, here the group of words you are going to change it into plural forms. Now if you see the third exercise, if you see here, read the following using apostrophe to show possession. Rewrite the following using apostrophe to show the possession. They have given the sentences into detail. You are going to use an apostrophe to show the possession. See what they have given here. First sentence they have given the gift for Sonam. The gift for Sonam. They have written here, it is written in a what we can say here, it is written in a detail. Here you are going to write, you are going to show this group of words into possession. So how you are going to write the gift for Sonam? You are going to replace only the words. So first one, who is the owner? Sonam. So you are going to write Sonam's apostrophe S. Sonam's gift, because this word is not ending with S, you are going to use your apostrophe S. Second, if you see the helmet belonging to Sachin. The helmet belonging to Sachin. So the helmet belongs to whom? Sachin. So how you are going to write? Sachin's helmet. Sachin's helmet. Here also the word is not ending with S, so apostrophe S you can use. If you take next third one, the shop belonging to the grocer. Now to whom does the shop belong? It belongs to the grocer. So you are going to write grocer's shop, apostrophe, grocer's shop. This belonging, these words are not necessary to write over here when we are going to show the possession. Then the office in which Mrs. Sharma works. The office in which Mrs. Sharma works. So you are going to know the office belongs to Mrs. Sharma. So you are going to write it in this way. Mrs. Sharma's office. Then fifth one, the lunch meant for Sonali. The lunch belongs to Sonali. So Sonali's lunch. Sonali's lunch. And the next, the story written by Ruskin Bond. Who has written the story? Ruskin Bond. So Ruskin Bond's story. Ruskin Bond's story. So only you are going to write the possession. Here only you are going to write the possession. Okay. See, once again if you see the third exercise, rewrite the following using apostrophe to show possession. Here you are going to write only apostrophe S. Here the words belonging, no need to write the words belonging. Here you are going to write the possession by using apostrophe S. First one, the gift for Sonam, that is Sonam's gift. Second, the helmet belonging to Sachin, Sachin's helmet. Third, grocer's shop, the grocer's shop. Here it is, the grocer's shop. The shop belongs to grocer. So the grocer's shop. Then the office in which Mrs. Sharma works. Mrs. Sharma's office. Then here the lunch meant for Sonali, Sonali's lunch, and the story written by Ruskin Bond. So Ruskin Bond's story. Here only just you have inserted the apostrophe s. So I hope children have understood all these three exercises. That is where you are going to use apostrophe. See, this is the first exercise we have seen where we are going to use the apostrophe if it is whether it is a singular noun, whether it is singular or plural noun, and if it is ending with s, and also if it is a plural noun, if it is not ending with s, here we have used apostrophe. Second, if you have seen, rewrite the following group of words in plural forms. We have written all these group of words in plural forms. And the last exercise we have done with the to show the possession, we have used an apostrophe for all this group of words. I hope children have understood this. So once again, nouns possession means what? The possession means what? The things which we belong to means which it belongs to us. Whatever things are of us or it belongs to us, those words or those nouns are called as nouns possession. And these are the three cases. The first case is what? If it is a singular noun, we use only apostrophe s. If it is a singular or plural noun, and if it is ending with s, we use only apostrophe. And the last is what? If the noun, if it is ending, if it is a plural noun and if it is not ending with s, we use apostrophe s. So these all were the three cases about the nouns possession. I hope children have understood, and these exercises you are supposed to write it in your workbook also. I will be sending you to the PDF. Thank you.